Imagine this, a life spent behind cold, unyielding bars with nothing but silence for company. No sunsets to marvel at, no loved ones to embrace, and no freedom to dream. This is the story of Kabir, a man whose life was stolen from him, but whose words carry a lesson for us all. Kabir was an ordinary man much like you or me. He lived a quiet life in a small town, working hard to support his family. One evening, he found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. A crime he didn't commit became his life sentence. For decades, Kabir lived in a tiny cell. Days turned into weeks, weeks into years. His world was reduced to 4 walls, a narrow window, and the echo of his own thoughts. He had every reason to crumble, to give up, but Kabir found something in that emptiness: perspective. In one of his letters, Kabir wrote, "I have lived years without freedom, but the real tragedy is seeing those with freedom waste it. Every sunrise you ignore, every loved one you take for granted, every moment spent waiting for someday, you're giving away the most precious thing you have: time." Each day, as Kabir sat in his cell, he thought about the world outside. He thought about laughter filling the air, families gathering for meals, and people chasing their dreams. He imagined every detail of the life he could no longer have. For Kabir, even the simple act of walking on grass felt like a luxury. But Kabir didn't let his circumstances steal his humanity. He found meaning in his suffering. He taught himself patience, gratitude, and a deeper understanding of life. In his letters, he often asked one question: why do those who are free waste their freedom? You see, Kabir understood something most of us miss. We spend so much of our time worrying about success, about perfection, about things that don't truly matter. But in doing so, we forget the beauty of simply being alive. When Kabir was finally released, he was no longer the man who had entered that prison. His hair had grayed, his body had weakened, but his soul had grown stronger. As he stepped out, he didn't look at the world with bitterness. Instead, he saw it with awe, like someone seeing it for the first time. Kabir's story is not just one of injustice, it's a reminder. A reminder that life is fleeting, and freedom is a gift we often overlook. As Kabir once wrote, "I spent my life dreaming of the world you live in every day, so why do you waste it?" His words force us to ask ourselves, how often do we let moments pass by unnoticed? How many times do we hold back our love, delay our dreams, or let fear stop us from living fully? Kabir's story is a wake-up call to all of us, to cherish every second, because once it's gone, it never comes back. So here's Kabir's message and mine to you. Don't waste your life. Don't let moments slip by unnoticed. Value your time, your loved ones, and the freedom you have. Because life is the one thing you can't get back once it's gone. Thank you for being here. Take a moment today to reflect on the precious gift of freedom and the opportunities it brings. Until next time, stay inspired and stay grateful.